Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Garrett here from Slightly Obsessed Nerd. We're here today with Cody. We're out and about looking at stuff. We just went to, where did we go? We went to
Hot Topic and Box Lunch.
And Box Lunch, yeah. They had some cool stuff. I got, let's see. I got a cool Darth Vader pop with lights and sounds. I also got an flocked Coca-Cola bear. I don't really collect the ad icons, but you know, it's hard to turn down a flocked one. What'd you get today, Cody?
I got Elvira. I got a one that's got, what is his name? Gizmo in a car. I finished out my whole entire Fantastic Four line. Score big on that one.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I'm pretty super excited about that. Had some Box Lunch cash and Hot Topic cash to spend. Save some money.
So what else do we have going on today, Cody?
We're going to do a room tour later on of my apartment. It's pretty awesome. I can't wait.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I think it'll be really good.
What is your favorite thing about your apartment?
I just have to say I don't know, the decorating of it, I guess. The fact that I've got so much, I put so much time and effort into it. So much time and effort. And money. Oh, Lord.
Is there a favorite pop of yours? Maybe that you own or don't own?
That I don't own yet is going to be the Baby Yoda, which is coming in next month or the month after, I believe. My favorite pop that I own right now has got to be my 10-inch Groots, the original and the Venomized. Those are my two favorite ones right now.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go check out Moving Trading Company, and then we're going to come back and do the room tour, so we'll see you guys in a little bit.
I've always been very interested in it. Ever since I was a wee little lad, I really loved collecting different things. Action figures have always been my thing. I've always been a big kid. I never want to grow up. Like Toys R Us, you never want to grow up. I've just always had some kind of fascination with the stuff. I've got tons of collectibles here that I've recently started collecting again. I had a lot of these when I was a kid, and then over time I lost them. So recently I was like, oh, we'll get back into it. So I started collecting all these little action figures, Zords, as I call them, or people call them, from Power Rangers. That's probably been my number one thing is Power Rangers. And then I kind of recently got into more of the like regular action figures and pops and things like that. I would have to say it's my Jar Jar Binks right here. Knock stuff over, I know I am. Oh, careful. Okay. I got him last year at Comic-Con, Dallas Fan Expo. When I went, I talked a lady down on him because I just think he's the bomb.com. He's the least favorite and liked. Well, how do you say it? He's not as liked as most characters are in Star Wars. And I just think he's awesome. I just think he's pretty great. When I saw him, I knew I had to have him. And I made it my goal at the end of the day. I was like, I'm going to go back and get this thing. I talked her down from the price on it that she had on it and got the stand for free. So she wasn't going to throw that in. So he's actually been my favorite. I think my favorite action figures right here. Favorite guy. When I was a small child, my mom said that I used to play, I act like I was Superman. And she said I would jump back and forth between my brother's bed and my bed. In fact, I even have a scar on my forehead, you probably can't see it, so old, from actually jumping out a window, thinking that I was Superman, I could fly. So I just always really liked them. And then over time I started collecting a lot of the figures. I got lucky in college, and one of my friends there was actually getting rid of a lot of these. Like, she said she was gonna throw them out. And I said, no, I don't think you're gonna throw them in the trash, I'm gonna take them for myself. So she actually brought them to me, and some of them were messed up. I cleaned them up, made them look better. So I just added them to the shelf, and over time I've just continued to add them, and they just kind of grown and grown and grown. And there's a big smorgasbord. If you notice, there's not just actually one set. There's like the Avengers, and they've got Yoda up here at the top, and then you've got some other things like Spider-Man's part of them. You got Harry Potter at the bottom. Then you've got some Power Ranger ones down here. It's just a big, huge, and Power Rangers right here, and then Sons of Anarchy. I mean, it's just a big smorgasbord of different figures that I've collected over time. favorite character of all time would be Little Groot here. Little Groot, he's my favorite, especially when they made him Baby Groot. I thought that was pretty awesome. I mean, when you go from watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and see him as Big Groot, and then he comes out little Baby Groot, little plant, and then he comes and grows back. I mean, he'd have my favorite superhero. But besides him, I would have to say the Hulk is my second favorite because he's pretty, badass. Pretty awesome. So yes, the Hulk is my second favorite, but overall, it would have to be Groot. Okay, so these are my pop collections, some of them that I've opened, made the mistake of opening. I believe it was my freshman year in college. I actually went to one of my friend's house and they had some of these and I thought, these are different. Little bobbleheads, little tiny action figures, because like I said, I've always been into action figures, things like that, and I saw these and I was like, well, they're kind of neat. And then I believe my first set that I actually bought were the Wizard of Oz set right here. My OG Wizard of Oz set. The Cowardly Lion, Scarecrow, and the Tin Man. And I set out to get, when I did it, I set out to get all of them, but I realized how much the rest of them were, and I was like, scrap that idea. So I started out just getting random ones, and I made the mistake of opening them, which I will never do again, because they go up in value quite well if you don't open them. The longer you have them, you better take care of them, the more valuable they will be. So I just thought they were really cool at first, and then I just fell in love with them, and I've just grown. I mean, I have, gosh, I want to say 700 and something of them now, randomly around my apartment. So this is my OG Pink Ranger pop. The first ever one I've gotten signed at a fan expo. I remember when I met Amy Jo Johnson, it was like a dream fulfilled, because growing up I was in love with the Power Rangers, like most kids were back in the early 90s or late 90s, even now. But I remember when I found out that she was going to be there, I said, this is what I'm going to get signed. This is when I'm going to go up there and have her sign it. I remember waiting in the line for 2 hours for her to sign this and getting really close to her and then being told, oh, you have to wait another 10 or 15 minutes because someone else got to go in front of you. But I remember walking up and seeing her and shaking her hand and how nice she was and how great she was about signing it. And then she asked if I wanted my name on it, and I said, no, just sign it with yours, however you do every other one. And she signed it, Amy Jo Johnson and Kimberly. And I thought it was just the neatest thing ever, meeting her and getting to actually get an autograph from her on one of my vinyl figures. And I actually did not have a pop protector for it at the time. And I remember having to walk around Fan Expo like it was my child, clinched together, because I was so scared of this box getting damaged. And I remember going to a vendor and them telling me they were out. They sent me to another vendor, and I kept getting really nervous, people bumping into me. I thought, they're going to ruin this pop I just had signed by Amy Jo Johnson. And I finally found somebody who sold me one for $1. And I popped it open and stuck it in there. And I was like, I took it out, and then I was kidding around very gently the rest of the day at Fan Expo. But it is definitely one of my favorites because of the fact that Kimberly, the virtual Pink Ranger, signed this for me. It means a lot. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for coming by and checking out my collection. It means a lot to me that I have grown to love this, and I hope this actually shows y'all a bit of my nerdy side with Slightly Obsessed Nerds and Garrett. I appreciate him letting me do this week. So at 100 subscribers, we'll be giving away something really cool. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. That way you can be entered in this chance for winning something really awesome. Have a good day, y'all. Jar Jar Beaks. Jar Jar. I don't know. He's just Jar Jar.